Good morning, guys. It is 3/23/2018, and I'm just trying to show you some of the things that happen when you're a targeted individual, when you run an alternative media channel, when you're supporting Donald Trump online. If you notice the school shooting in Florida, when you would type in, Florida school shooting, truth, or whatever, you would get all types of alternative media to listen to. An alternative story. People that actually did an investigation. People that actually looked at testimonies of people saying there were multiple shooters. But guess what? They did another test. Bombing in Austin, Texas. Let's see how the Southern Poverty Law Center, along with China and the private corporations that are screening and suppressing alternative media channels. Let's see what's happening. Well, guess what? I did the search, and there was nothing alternative media on the search. Matter of fact, even Alex Jones didn't even want to hardly talk about it. When he would talk about it, it was like he wouldn't mention anything, that this is probably a staged event, nothing. It's just, we have allowed them to bully us into submission. And this is where I say peaceful nonconformity. Refuse to conform. Now, here in St. Tammany Parish, in Louisiana here, I have the police that have tried to murder me over 13 times. Tried to kidnap me and murder me. Now, I've told the police and lawyers and all this stuff, I've said, my life is in danger. I need to be able to protect myself. What did they do? They got an Antifa agent, a paid person to come on my property, harass me. They've been doing this for years. I finally caught the guy with a military-style weapon. Caught him on my property, red-handed. Saw him, spotlighted him. Had my dogs chase after him, okay? And I get arrested. I'm like, what? So St. Tammany Parish is saying that I cannot protect myself. They come, they take my guns, search my property again, because they've been using phony, they get people to rent your properties, they search through your property illegally, they search through your computers. The other day, I had a Covington police officer and a St. Tammany Parish police officer get a guy at the cell phone store to call a police officer, obviously, or somebody, and give them my phone number, because finally I got a phone number that they couldn't hack. All right? Because they were hacking every phone I had. This is the third phone that they've hacked within a month. The sheriff's office is hacking my phone. Now, the sheriff's office has a contract with the devil himself, which is A&E and Universal Studios. They're doing their cop shows. So they have some really satanistic influences in this town. And I am really appalled that we would do something like this here in this town. This town used to be good cops. My father knew all the police officers. They were good cops. They cared about people. No, we have cops here that only give a crap about the left liberals and globalist agendas. That's it. They work for the corporations. They don't give a crap about people, humans. Oh, that's civil. Every time I call the cops here, they will not take a report. They omit evidence every single time. So I went down to the captain and I said, hey, one of your guys hacked my phone. Oh, no, he didn't. He was not at that location. I said, I have a video of him at the location. The captain, the top guy, will not do any. Oh, that's not my. They won't even listen to my story. They won't even answer my call. Every time I try to call, they just try to take the thing that, oh, Frederick, he's crazy. Don't take his call. Yeah, right. It's funny how intelligence today is crazy. You notice how they do that? That's exactly what they're doing Donald Trump. So here I am trying to rent a property. All I have is psyops coming on my property. Now, I had a guy hang himself in my property. And then the day that he hung himself, the next day, the guy next door that was harassing, he was an Antifa agent. He moved out, had a U-Haul truck moving out the next day after the murder. Because when you use scalar technology, tetra technology, when you use microwave technology to make people depressed, that's murder. That is murder. And when I call the coroner's office in St. Tammany Parish, they intercept the call. They will not call me back. They won't let me talk to the doctors. They block my call. They did the same thing to my daughter. Exact same thing. I said, hey, my daughter was being electronically tortured. She was severely depressed because of electronic weaponry, psychotropic warfare. This is public information, guys. There's patents on this shit. This is not some crazy conspiracy theory. We know that sound manipulation causes you to dance or to cry. We know that. I can listen to a song and cry. I can listen to a song and dance. They're using music on the microwave spectrum that your subconscious hears, but you can't hear it. Just like your remote control changes the TV. Just like those weapons on Amazon that you can get for your dog to electronically shut them up and stop them from barking. Okay? My house is so electronically tortured that every day I got to clean my dog's ears. I've got to massage their ears because they're abusing animals. Animals can hear at that low level light spectrum. And a lot of these animals wind up dying. Matter of fact, the dog that was in the house, listen to this, of the guy that hung himself was neurotic. It was biting and chewing the doorknobs. It was tearing out the sheetrock. It was going crazy because it hears that shit. Right? There's evidence. Now I have empty apartments. They're trying to stop me from raising money. They shut down my Fundly account. Please click below and support my Fundly account, guys. Please. I mean, without your help, I'm dead. They've eliminated me from rental income. They don't want me to pay my lawyers to protect myself. They're doing everything they can to discredit me, character assassinate me. They omit evidence. They will not. I cannot believe that we have sheriffs and Covington police rigging elections here in St. Tammany, taking down alternative media channels, free speech, violation of our civil liberties and freedoms. So many laws broken, hacking computers, shutting down YouTube channels. Is that the job of the sheriff's office without a warrant? Can you believe this? And then when you call and say, hey, you did this to me, they tell you to get out. They won't talk to you. They won't call you back. So we have nothing but submission. Now, every time they get my phone number, they get harassers to contact me, come to my apartment, pretend like they want to rent it, and then harass me and target me. And they want certain people in the property, you know. And these people destroy my property. They do more damage than I collect rent. So it's like my rental I can't make a living. Can't make a living. They're shutting me down. It's unbelievable. And it's being done by the local police. This is not New World Order. This is not the left. Local police hiring Antifa agents, collecting money from Hillary Clinton and George Soros, which is a Nazis. Can you believe this? I can't believe they're serving Nazis. But that's what they're doing. They're serving Nazis. And then I've got Antifa Nazis living across the street. But they won't investigate the crime. They won't. Just like when the guy had a scalar technology, directed energy weapon on my property, military weapon, a private, probably a kid that not even a citizen of the United States. Oh, he was delivering newspaper. Oh, really? Well, the guy that hung himself was going to testify in court for me. And the day before, I mean, that same week, a little girl that was on drugs came knocking on the door of my rental property. I guess she thought I lived there. that was the daughter of an attorney, so to speak. All right? And she was loaded up on drugs. That's what I was told by the guy that hung